champion, RAFAEL AGHAYEV. You know, we asked him about his preparation. He said he has a great team behind him. He said he believes he's in good shape, but ultimately it is truly going to show in the pit whether that's true. And representing Budapest top team, this is the soldier, ZSOLT HABDA, bringing that 1-1 record back to the pit after a TKO victory over Gabriele Cerra. You know, we obviously asked him, what's it like facing a guy whose picture you've had on the wall? And he said, you know what, because of that, there is no pressure. People do not necessarily expect me to win. Obviously, he expects himself to win. Tale of the tape for your main event here. Big difference is ZSOLT HABDA is 5 inches taller than the world champion. He stands across from that, of course, translates to an advantage in the leg and the arms as well.
Karate Combat Season 4 is brought to you by Manscaped, the right tools for the job. Use the code KC20 for 20% off. Just log on to manscaped.com and enter the code KC20 at checkout.
You ready? You ready? Let's do this.
Over the back.
Yeah, ZSOLT HABDA in the black pants, RAFAEL AGHAYEV in the white pants. Your referee for this one is Sam Amidi.
I've seen a few kicks coming at him.
I
He's
think
not
so.
that worried. And when I say, you know, for his age, he's 36, right? But normally, a guy like that who's been performing his entire life, 36, everybody would say it's all.
Yeah, he said it really does take an awful lot of time in training and preparation to stay consistently at that high level. He says that's what he appreciates the most about his career. You know, he's been in karate 30 years and, you know, 25 of it or something has been spent at the top echelons.
Walking him down, very smart. See, close to the distance, stay close on him. Don't let him fire those legs. And if he does, move in.
Yeah, waiting to see that reverse punch of a guy.
It's coming. I was just going to say, he's going to throw it.
He's pushed HABDA up against the pit wall and accidentally grounds his knees there. That's going to stop the action. You know, one thing that we really picked out in AGHAYEV's previous fight here at Karate Combat Genesis against Dionisio Gustavo was just how fluidly he mixed in the takedowns off the strikes to close the distance. There really was a fluidity to it that you don't see all that often. You know, he threw a huge range of takedowns as well. You know, there was a catch with a kick, there was a drop seoi-nage, there was, you know, some other interesting trips and throws. Something that ZSOLT HABDA is going to have to be wary of.
He's waiting for that left one. Put a finger in the eye or something.
Yeah, he's just saying he caught an errant glove or finger. The referee is going to give him a moment to check this.
No coaching, no coaching. Stay down, stay down, stay down.
Let's take a look at the replay here, see what we can see. And yeah, there you go. Parried left hand right up into the eyes. I don't think it was deliberate, but you got to be careful. You know, the Karate Combat gloves are designed very specially in a way that it is hard to splay your fingers upwards. But, you know, accidents do happen occasionally.
It's fine. Is he okay? He said he's okay. Okay?
Yeah, we haven't seen this a lot, but it's like a push almost. He pushed him away with the palm, and yes, then the fingers exposed.
Yeah, but there is some damage to the eyes, and ZSOLT HABDA says, "Are you okay?" AGHAYEV responds, "Yes, I am."
Timekeeper, time.
But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a cut there, perhaps. HABDA with a lot of movement, staying on the outside. AGHAYEV trying to stalk and stay forward with the pressure here.
There we go, I told you, he's going to smother him. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, good catch of the kick and good work from AGHAYEV to clear the legs, but he unfortunately fell down to the side control position. That's going to negate the work to get the legs out of the way.
Oh, he walked into that, and he shakes his head. No, didn't really hurt that much. This is where AGHAYEV wants to be.
20 seconds left in this opening round.
Wow, that flew by.
I really did. I looked up and the time was almost over. HABDA's really got to use this range. He's got such an advantage, and wow, AGHAYEV got him flinching heavily there. The slightest twitch, and HABDA was expecting a shot coming back at him.
It's a little style of Arabov, right? What he's doing.
Right, a little bit.
AGHAYEV.
Yeah, similar body type.
Lure him in, boom, big hand.
So they head back to their corners. Some replays here, and good work from ZSOLT HABDA going to the legs.
That was a nice kick. Grabbed it though, so smothered it, so took a little bit of the power out. Still, it's a good kick. He's got to stay on his feet for the ground and pound. That's important.
And I gotta say, I was surprised that the feint at the end there got such a reaction from HABDA. I mean, that's got to give some motivation to AGHAYEV, right?
Of course, because he knows, he knows I'm dangerous. You know, now he can start feinting more. Bar number 2.
Let's go, gentlemen. Seconds out.
So time expires in this first rest period. We've got 2 more rounds coming your way.
Maybe the shot that he threw when HABDA was shaking, it was okay. Maybe it was harder than
you think, yeah.
You see?
So touch of gloves, round number 2 underway. ZSOLT HABDA with more of the rhythmic movement. Very, very old school, classical karate stance for AGHAYEV. That wide base, lead leg forward.
Jerawat. Gue udah nggak pikirin. Chris RH Gentle Acne Facial Wash.
You know, it's interesting. You would say perhaps, you know, the sort of the frame and the size of HABDA is an advantage, but in the clinch, not really, because, you know, it automatically gives AGHAYEV some underhooks.
He gently put him down.
Well, I think he realized that it was perhaps an illegal move halfway through as he did it. But some power there in that high crotch lift from RAFAEL AGHAYEV.
There you can see his awareness.
Right. Right, and that's part of it, right? You're not getting lost in the moment. You know, he knows very, very clearly what's going on. And there you go, double underhooks because he's the shorter fighter.
Break, work to take down. Work to take down, gentlemen. Let's go.
We don't see a lot of kicks from AGHAYEV. Oh,
look at the power of that right to the chest.
But he feels the power.
Right. Oof. He really is throwing that with some intention. Oh, good shot to the body. I thought he was thinking about a Haragoshi for a second there. He looked as though he was going to turn the hip across.
Oh, wait, now suddenly a left high kick. That's a surprise.
Work to take down.
This is almost like he sets him up, right?
Come on, gents.
We saw 1 or 2 kicks now.
That's a good catch of the kick, and again capitalizing on it. Here's AGHAYEV. He's got to watch out for the up kicks.
Great job by HABDA to keep him away with the legs.
AGHAYEV really does cover distance so incredibly quickly, but at the end of the day, you know, that's the name of the game in most typical karate tournaments. It's, you know, land first, cover that distance and get to the target.
Work to take. Break. Rafael, stop holding the striking, okay? Don't flinch the strike. Work to take down, okay? Come on. Let's go.
ZSOLT HABDA staying on the outside here. Again, it's AGHAYEV pressing forward. He's really coming behind that one big weapon of that huge left hand. You know, I mean, he's almost a personification of I fear not the man who has 10,000 kicks but has one kick 10,000 times.
I would love to see some kicks as well, though.
True, absolutely. Especially because they're so high scoring under the karate combat rule set. You know, you gotta have the aggression. You gotta drive forward, but effective kicking followed by effective striking.
Plus, it sets punches up
It's
better.
the name of the game.
You know, some moves like the roundhouse kick with the left is the same move almost, body type-wise, body movement-wise as a cross. So use it.
So replays here for this second round. And this was the accidental illegal takedown attempt. And you see he just stops midair and gently places him down on the ground.
That was so nice. Boom.
But that weapon, that reverse punch pass is the thing he's trying to rely on, isn't
The
it?
whole night. Yes, the whole fight.
So not a huge amount to pick apart in that second round, but you know, probably most of it perhaps going the way of RAFAEL AGHAYEV. I mean, winning a round is winning a round, whether it's by the smallest of margins or the biggest.
Yeah, okay, he's the aggressor, he goes forward, but HABDA is scoring with kicks, right? So that counts, that has to count. Waiting only for a big hand, he needs to really switch it up here. I would like to see him throw some kicks to set up a strike.
You know, we asked RAFAEL AGHAYEV about, you know, what's it like being in the spot he's in now, and he said it's a little bit surreal. You know, he said when they were kids, he used to have to ration their food. And being the youngest of all his siblings, his brothers would give them more of his food, or give him more of their food.
I think he might have connected with one of those punches.
Oh, and AGHAYEV a little slow to get up, perhaps. Final 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this bout here. This is the main event.
Oh, see what I mean? I think he heard of it the punch before the combination. I really do.
And I can't quite see that. We're going to assume he's in a standing position, or, well, the knee is actually on the opponent, so that was borderline illegal, but the referee let it go. And do you think fatigue in the face of ZSOLT HABDA now?
Fatigue also, but I think the punch that he landed before. Oh, that was
and he went with the
right
lead
one.
hand.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, that was lovely tactics from the Azerbaijani to mix it up there. We've been waiting for that huge reverse punch. And
Smelling the victory, he's got 2 minutes.
yeah, the lead went.
He's got to move to the sides.
Yeah, couldn't circle out quick enough, and of course you cannot go straight back as fast as someone can go straight forwards.
Turn around for me. Turn around.
Well, maybe someone can, but most people can't.
Yeah, Usain Bolt, maybe.
Huge shots from AGHAYEV here.
He's got to keep himself away.
Oh, sprawling. This needs to get broken here. This is HABDA really trying to slow the pace down. He's got to be careful here, because that looked a little bit desperate, perhaps.
Grabbing the leg, okay? Stop double legging. Let's go.
Minute and 15 seconds here. This, of course, is the welterweight division. The belt currently held by the American Josh Quayhagen. Final minute of this fight and of this event. ZSOLT HABDA sucking in deep breaths as RAFAEL AGHAYEV comes forward, throws everything in these shots. He's trying to take his head off now. Oh, huge Harai, but just loses the grip. Again, HABDA forced to try and hold on to the lower body to slow this one down.
2 seconds. I'm going to see something.
Well, I don't think it's going to be for lack of trying on AGHAYEV's part. HABDA trying to circle out best he can. AGHAYEV following him around here, cutting off the pit. Again, HABDA ties up. Final 10 seconds. And I think HABDA's going to do everything to stay on his bike here. Oh, the shot lands. AGHAYEV follows up, but that's going to do it. This main event is done and in the books. That third and final round, really no discussion as to who's going to take that one.
Yep.
That's going to go the way of RAFAEL AGHAYEV. What happened in the earlier 2 rounds, we'll have to leave to the judges to decide. But Bass, your thoughts on that third round as we see some of the replays here?
Yeah, third round of scores, it was all AGHAYEV. I mean, kick to the body here, but for the rest, constantly with the big strike. He switched it up to the lead hand suddenly instead of the cross. That was nice. His body shots, everything was just to break something. Big power. He got hit here on the way in by HABDA. Yeah, well, he's going to watch this back, and I think he's going to tone it down a little bit the next time. Because too much aggression, he's closing the distance too fast. He needs to get used to this system again, coming back from the Olympics.
Right, let's head down into the pit, get the official judge's decision for this main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner.
He's got it.
So Rafael AGHAYEV gets the job done on his return to karate combat. Consistent over the 3 rounds, turned it up towards the end as the fatigue set in to ZSOLT HABDA. He says thank you very much to the crowd and to his opponent. He's going to head up pit side, celebrate with his corner and get a few words with Layla Anna Lee.
Rafael, congratulations. That was take some water. It's okay. You can drink that. I think it's only fair that we give you a moment to drink water. If I can ask you to step down, the camera's just behind you. There we go. Rafael, congratulations. A brilliant fight. So awesome to see an icon like you in this pit. And he really made you work for it, though. Tell me about the meaning of this moment.
Mən əvvəla bütün Macaristan Lengay xalqını salamlayıram. Bilirsiniz ki, o birisi karate ilə bu karatədə fərq çoxdur. 4 il aradan sonra təzədən qayıtdım və məşq ayrı, döyüş başqa şeydir və üzərimdə çox şey işləyəcəm və qalib gələcəm. Mən öz yəni rəqibim Qabara çox sağ ol demək istəyirəm. Gözəl döyüş üçün və Ruslan müəllimə və bütün məşq yoldaşlarıma çox sağ ol deyirəm. Sağ olun, var olun.
It was absolutely beautiful is the right word. It was brilliant to watch. What next for you?
Gələcək heç nə. Bu qalibiyyəti bu günləri düşünüb, sabahdan unudub, təzədən məşqlərimi davam edib, gələn döyüşə hazır olmalıyam. Bundan da yaxşı.
You start from zero, but for the rest of the division, you're quite a threat. Your opponent had the picture of you on his wall as he grew up. Ahead of the fight, you said my heart almost bleeds for him. How does someone beat a man like Rafael AGHAYEV?
Bu gözəl histir. Amma söz verirəm ki, mənim də öz otağımda HABDA ilə bir şəklim olacaq.
I love that. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Rafael AGHAYEV.
So for the final time this season, let's head down pit side and get some reactions